You're welcome to this special edition of the Market Opening Gong, which captures developments in the global, African, and Nigerian financial markets and economy. Yesterday, June 13, 2022, was a national holiday to mark Nigeria's Democracy Day. So here are some of the key stories. The Africa CEO Forum kicked off in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire, as business leaders across the continent gathered to chart the pathway for the growth of the regional economy. The conference was opened by President Alassane Ouattara of Côte d'Ivoire. According to the FMDQ, the foreign exchange market data for the week ended June 10, 2022 revealed the following. In the FX export and derivatives market, total turnover was $571.61 million, representing a decrease of 66.08%, which was $1,113.67 million from $1,685.28 million reported for the week ended June 3, 2022. The week-on-week decrease in total turnover was driven by the 65.50% or $820.82 million and 67.76%, which is $292.86 million decreases in FX export and FX derivatives turnovers, respectively. The week-on-week decrease in FX derivatives turnover was jointly driven by the 4.14% or $3.59 million and 83.73% or $289.7 million decreases in FX forwards and FX futures turnovers, respectively. In the FX spot market, total value of transactions for the week was $432.24 million, representing a decrease of 65.50% or $820.82 million from the value of transactions executed in the week ended June 3, 2022, which was $1,253.06 million. The Central Bank of Nigeria announced its plans to introduce the Unstructured Supplementary Data Code as part of steps to improve the central bank digital currency. This was disclosed by the Deputy Governor of the CBN, Kingsley Obiora, at the IMF Africa Department Speaker Series held virtually last week, Friday. In the international market, the US 2-year Treasury yield rose above 10-year borrowing cost yesterday as the so-called curve inversion that often heralds economic recession on expectations interest rates may rise faster and further than anticipated. Also, global government bonds extended a bruising sell-off yesterday, and the dollar resumed its march towards two-decade highs as red-hot US inflation fueled worries about even more aggressively policy tightening in a big week for the central banks. It is now a market frenzy for cryptocurrency as the global market value yesterday fell below $1 trillion for the first time since January 2021. According to data site CoinMarketCap, monitored by Reuters, it is reaching as low as $926 billion. The Bank of England will raise interest rates in June by a modest 25 basis points and stick to those increments in coming meetings despite inflation running close to double digits. UK's current inflation rate is 9%. And from the stable of Proshare research, from its recent report, the three top banks in Europe recorded an average growth of 3.78% in 2021. BNP Paribas Bank had the largest total assets with the highest percentage growth rate of plus 6.12%. The bank had a total asset of $3.4 trillion. HSBC Holding PLC came second with a $2.95 trillion as total assets, while Credit Agricole Bank Group ranked as third largest bank with $2.28 trillion in total assets. And that will be all for this edition of the Market Opening Gong. You can visit our website www.proshare.co to get our latest reports, daily market report snapshot, and other details, activities of our markets. To come your way again, thank you for watching and have a nice day.